All right, so today we are working on getting some things straightened up in the barn. So while I was off working on a house last year, the kids broke the handle on the wheelbarrow, and it wasn't really their fault. It had a opening in the grain that soaked up water. It'd been kind of left out a couple times in the rain, and anyways, it needed to be sealed, and it wasn't strong in that spot. So I ran to Menards today and I bought a new set of wheelbarrow handles, and of course they don't sell this one anymore. So I just bought some all-purpose handles. They're just going to switch one for now, and we are having to drill new holes in it to make everything match up. And of course everything at the store had the same hole pattern anyway, but like this one for the bracket up at the nose only had one hole and it needs two. So Dad's helping Murdoch. This has been his project already today. And the guys are cleaning out stuff in the barn. So I asked my husband to bring up some sand for a bit of a project. Now, this is our hay barn, and it has also been my workshop area for painting furniture, which is fine, but last year I was stacking hay in here, and this used to be a milk parlor for dairy cows. So there is a trench here that is less than 12 inches deep. I don't know. So it's been for years packed full of hay and straw. Every year I start working in here, I knock anything extra in there and pack it down some more. My little kids were in here with rakes and they start raking it out. So I stepped down from a pile up here, stepped to where I thought I had good footing, and I didn't. And I think I broke my ankle. So I was down and out of commission for a couple of days. And for what it costs to fill this with sand and take some concrete to pour over the top of that is less money than an emergency room visit or the lifetime of physical ailments of this hurting. So it's been almost a year and my ankle still hurts. It's still been giving me trouble. And it's time to be having the rest of this barn emptied out. And husband wanted to be able to put cow pens in here on this side. And I said, well, you certainly can't put an animal in here. And after having them over there on that side, there's a guy. So you can't really clean out animals when they're in the pen. You need to be able to rotate them around. So whether he decides to use this for animals or hay storage, this has got to be filled because just walking around in here is dangerous. Well, after the 11% off rebate at Menards, this is like $2.66 a bag, something like that. It's $3.10, I think, before the rebate. We're down to about maybe 100 bales in here, and I asked the boys, could you just move the bales that are sitting on the rest of the trench? It goes all the way up to that orange wagon. It had an auto unloader or manure chain unloader at one point. It's never been here as long as we've been here. The scrappers came long before us and took out anything of value and cleaned it all out. So it is probably 4 or 5 o'clock. I've been asking them since this morning to please do this. And of course, I get back with the wheelbarrows, handles, and more concrete, and they didn't start it yet. So if you've ever loaned anything out and gotten the distress call that your item has broken in the care of other people, you must go retrieve and repair. So our free trailer, it's ready for some paint. It's been basically a lawnmower trailer for a while, about 2 years now, and it's disappeared from here mostly. Well, last year we picked up some new tires for it, new used tires, and we get a call a couple weeks ago that the axle broke. Snapped right through. So we kind of waited and thought about it for a while. We did some pricing. And this size wasn't available at any of the local farm stores. We could only get them online. What prices were you looking at?
$630.
$630 for one axle. Oh, for two?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's a tandem or dual axle. And he started looking at it. And what did you find out with your looking at it?
Well, I even looked it up online. 2-inch pipe. The axles, that's what they use, is this stuff. Like, you'd get at Menards or whatever. This is out of an old bulk plant. So the thickness is the same, the steel's the same, and the 3,500 pounders are 2 3/8 inch on the outside, so the U-bolts work, everything works. You just have to get new spring pads and weld those on, and then you're all set.
Okay. So he's cleaning them up and getting them ready for paint. Only one broke, but, you know.
Well, the other one was almost all around both axles on both sides, right around where the U-bolts go through. They held the salt and all the chloride or whatever, and all of them were about as deep. It's just the one went first, so they're really all done at the same time.
So he took the old leaf springs off and got them all painted. All his all his stabilizers and bolts are painted. He figured they'll last longer and not suffer so much from the road salt if we do that. So we're using the Regal Red from Rust-Oleum. It dries hard. It doesn't take forever to dry. I really like it. And it's the same red paint that I used recently on some fuel tanks. So we kind of switched to that professional one for the most part, and the implement paint in the last couple of years. This one was a black implement paint that they had. So he cut off everything from the old axles and welded it all up onto the new axles, and now he's getting them ready for paint. So lots of years of crusty paint, and generally just a wire brush will do really good. The only thing I have here today is my belt sander, and kind of overkill, and you don't get much surface done on it. The orbital sander is gone at a workhouse, so these will get all painted up in the red to match, and then eventually, when he's ready, this will all get a coat of paint.
What are you doing?
She's playing tic-tac-toe.
You all playing tic-tac-toe? Oh. No. Guys, you were wrong.
Well, that was just a guess.
Go, Murdoch, take the wheelbarrow and go get another load. Now remember, we want it half full.
Yep.
Don't dig it out.
That's
Hey.
cool.
There used to be a post.
Yeah.
Oh, Georgie!
I dug this spot out right here. Whoa, dude.
We got helpers.
No.
Okay. All right, well, the trench is somewhat filled in with sand. We got a little ways to go here. They stopped. Jack is better at talking than working. He'd make a great attorney someday, except that he doesn't get much work done. So it's after 7. It's time to be quitting for dinner and cleaning up. So I doubt that this job's going to be finished today. So we'll come back to it after a rest. Okay, I changed my mind. This is my second day of not feeling good. I kind of picked up something with lots of aches and pains and stiffness, so that's the reason I'm not doing this job. But I couldn't stand it. So, 5 minutes. Trey showed up, and he's brought some more sand to fill in the trench. So we're going to go ahead and just knock this out for tonight, so that tomorrow we can start spreading the concrete, because This is probably another wheelbarrow or two left of the job. I can't stand it when jobs go on from day to day to day. And I have a habit of taking over jobs on my own instead of making sure that the kids do it. Well, I had to leave to get supplies, so the kids could do it because Dad was busy doing something else. That's why it's not done. However, yeah, like I said, it's going on 7:30. This should have been done. I think I've been asking for about 9 hours today if this gets going. Sometimes you got to be a little bit lenient. Somebody got some ambition to go ahead and get his trailer parts together. We gotta go for a ride at some point. We're missing a cap on this hub assembly right here. No big deal, but it's time to put it all together. We're gonna get 2 new tires, you say? They got smoked?
Yep.
And they got super smoked. It's surprising that the fender's even still there. Well, I got ambitious today, and I got a second coat of paint on all my white chairs since the kids weren't going to be out here doing concrete today. But I didn't see how far they ended up last night with the sand. I kind of left Trey to it. No, good enough. Yeah, they'll have to pack that down a little bit, but they got dark. They lost their daylight. And mixing this concrete by hand is a real bugger. And I don't have a hitch on the car to be able to go rent a cement mixer. So husband has got to mix this up. He's figuring 2 to 3 inches for a layer on top. I think that'll be good. Well, what do you think about that? Nice looking chairs. And this is the table. It's coming along good. I gotta do the clear coat one more time over it, but it's turning out nice. And then hopefully they'll be out of here by next weekend. So luckily, about a year ago, we were watching for tires for this trailer, and you can generally pick them up for, you know, $25, $50. It just kind of depends. And a lady's roommate had moved out and left her tires behind off of her minivan. And I got all 4 tires for, I think, $50 or $75. So we got a Sumitomo tire and a Goodyear tire. So we're in good shape there. The one that was over on this side rubbed just enough that you could see the cords. And he always runs with tubes in them, but put the matching Sumitomo on this side and has the Goodyear match waiting for this front one because the sidewall's getting cracked. But you know, who knows how long you can wait on that. His dad borrows the trailer a lot, so I suggested maybe we have a spare ready to go on a trailer rim. So I'm going to see if I can find one of those anywhere. I may actually have some right in here that we picked up, so I'm just gonna check that out. I don't think that they're a trailer rim. I think they're a car rim, but these are car tires and everything matches, so I don't know about that, but I'm gonna check that measurement. Apparently you just measure from the outside of this bolt to the outside of this one. That's supposed to give it your distance between the holes. We'll check that out. The repair is all done, and someone's on his way to come borrow the trailer because it is definitely mowing season. You can see we've been having a lot of grass mowing going on here the other day. Still doing it with push mowers. Just for a little longer. Keeps the boys busy. They don't want to do the barn work I gave them. I gave them a mower instead. All right.
You want some spray, Trey?
So if you want your kids to learn things, give them tools. When this guy used a drill to help me a year ago when he was 11, people left all kinds of comments on the YouTube channel about kids and safety with the drill and how they're going to get hurt. He knows how to do most things better than most adults. He has a 30-year-old sister that he knows how to do more things than she does. Partly because he is a young man and he's supposed to, and he's being taught so. So today, there's your lecture. He's using spoons, and he's only got 2 right now, so he's using a pry bar. Well, tire tools, or tire pry bars. They're not proper spoons. He can change a tire on a bicycle, a lawnmower, a vehicle. And his dad's here working on tires and bearings as well. So the pictures of that lawnmower, we picked Trey up a used rundown lawnmower, and the guy said it needs an engine and it needs tires. As luck would have it, we had a pile of replacement tires around, and he's already got them swapped out with some Carlisle Turf Savers, and it had Carlisle Turf Savers on it. So for free, he's done an upgrade there with some better traction. And the front tires, this one was holding air. Pretty good mower for a little bit of money. A little project for them to get going on. So Dad had a tube already on hand for him. He said they're about $5 a piece. The sidewall on this one was cracked, and we didn't have another set of tires to replace it. That pry bar seems too skinny. Yeah. Do you need another set of hands?
No.
Okay. Sometimes Dad has me hold one while he controls the other 2. So you just work your way around in a circle, and eventually it's going to pop up. Normally, on the big ones, you can hit them sideways and just keep it going around.
Yeah, this tire's just real hard.
Well, it's... sounds like it was sitting for a little while. You're doing a good job. You'll get it. So Trey's going to be 11 in about 6 days. No, 12, sorry. You got to start somewhere. He does a better job than I do. But I got a tire guy, so I'm all set. And now I got 2 tire guys. I see you. Yeah, I see you. So Dad jumped in and helped him with some longer tire spoons. He says the smaller diameter rim is more troublesome to do.
The smaller the is. Big, huge 22 and 24 inch stuff, and that's all easy.
But they got it.
What's the seat go up to?
14.
That's probably.
Give it up.
It doesn't take long.
Well, like the thing was stuck.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
So we've basically been looking for a riding mower just for the kids for about a year. And of course I didn't want to go buy him a John Deere mower for, you know, $1,000 or $2,000. This is, looks like it's 43703X80C. And it says pound 44 20163. So I think, I can't imagine this would be from 2020 because I don't think Husky were available. They kind of seem to switch over to Craftsman. I got a push mower for about $75 that is a Husky, and it's my best running push mower. So the guy that we got it from actually brought it to us. He knew our area and was close by. He had put a new seat on it for his dad at some point. So it's a real good seat. Tiny, tiny little flaw right there. Put some of that vinyl patch on that so it doesn't get worse. But we just kind of buffed it, you know, a little bit real quick with some stuff for him. We're cleaning it up, but I mean, it looks good in person, but it looks even better on camera. It's just amazing. So, $75. We gave him $25 for delivering it to us. Just, you know, thank him for doing it, and the kids need to know the value of, you know, somebody doing that kind of work for you. But we got some hazing going on with that, and that kind of stuff is, you know, one of those headlight kits. We're not gonna mow at night, so it doesn't matter. Somebody had some kind of a sticky thing over this, and there's a product called Goof Off and Goo Gone, and lemon oil will work too. So this is almost like a bumper sticker they're badging, and I think you could probably get that off of there. I don't know really what they had on it. It's not a hydrostatic thing, right?
Nope,
You gotta shift. Yep.
Pretty easy though.
So we had a John Deere 212 a long time ago, and we upgraded to that John Deere 430 for, you know, forward and reverse on the fly. It's super nice to have. So they got to do a little work on getting it running. It has a battery, but no lights or power. So he's going to charge it up and see if it'll hold it all, and see what's going on with that. But for now, this is just where it got unloaded, and we need to not have it just sitting in the driveway for reasons. You're doing a good job. All right, so I got busy helping trying to find some plow bolts for that tillage piece over there.
Just seeing if the battery's any good. And anyway.
So if not, we're gonna price this when we go to Menards. Well, it's been a busy day. It's been a busy week. He got this in today. He ran the battery charger on it, and he wasn't having any luck on it, but they were able to hook up the battery charger straight to the starter and found out that that was good. He was checking out to see if the engine was seized or blown, and it seems okay. We're learning what we can about it, but Trey found himself a steering knob. We had like 3 of these around with all the John Deere 2 cylinders. He likes that steering knob. I like it too for the old John Deere riding lawnmower, so I thought he might like that too. I don't know. We'll see if he likes it and if it works out, but it's been a busy time doing this. Everything in the barn got put on hold, so I'm going to pick that up hopefully this week. He wants me to tamp down the sand a little bit more and work on that, but, you know, busy day, lots of work, and I'll get back on it, and more jobs will get done. So until then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.